it is, here it is.
Good morning, Tom, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, mate, and a Happy New Year to you too as well. Welcome back to Fournilwrittenalloverit for the first time in 2023.
Goodness me, 2023.
Getting on.
Seems like only yesterday.
Seems like only... Thanks for your company today, welcome back, hope you're really well. This is Fournilwrittenalloverit and we're delighted to be bringing you along for a bit of New Year's Day football. We love a bit of New Year's Day football, don't we?
I love New Year's Day football. I love Boxing Day and I love New Year's Day football. Two favourite football days for me.
We're really looking forward to this. It's Pompey versus Charlton. We haven't won this fixture at Fratton Park since 2005, Andrew. So 3 Prime Ministers on, a King and a Queen and a brand new year. We're still yet to win a league game in that space of time.
That's how prolific we are.
Do you see that all changing today? I mean, there could be a monumental turnaround.
Do I see that changing? Yes!
Both teams have had an absolute nosedive since the last time we played each other. So, I mean, we'll see. I cannot emphasise enough, if you don't already know, and I'm sure you're well aware, but Pompey really need to win a game, don't they? It's getting a little bit desperate.
We could do a winning game this year.
Yeah, it's getting really desperate. A couple of things to tell you about. Obviously, if you haven't yet already, please do subscribe to the channel. We've got a really big year. 2023 is going to be huge here on Fournilwrittenalloverit. Cannot wait to let you know all the plans that we've got both here and elsewhere as well, Andrew. There's some exciting things going on that we cannot yet reveal yet, quite at this moment, but plenty to tell you about in the near future. 4-0 Monday Live is back tomorrow night from what time, Andrew?
I think it's 6 o'clock.
I think it might be 7 o'clock, I don't know.
It's close to 6, 7.
7 o'clock, you're more than welcome to be there for 6, but not much will happen.
No.
Come and join us 7 o'clock, we'll see you there. Really looking forward to bringing that to you. Also, the Fournilwrittenalloverit podcast made a return. Myself and Ollie spent last night chatting all about Pompey, all the current goings on, and we're going to look ahead to Spurs next week as well. So get that everywhere you download podcasts, everywhere you listen to them. It's all ready for you. Charlton are at the wit's end. They lost to Oxford on Boxing Day, 3-1, Andrew, and I think a similar scoreline today would be nice, 3-1, we'll take that. A New Year's Day corker, that's what I think we're in for today. We'll see.
Like a bottle of champagne.
Like a bottle of champagne, absolutely.
And off we go.
Is that your dad over there? It is, yeah. I just saw a random bloke taking pictures. I was like, do you want to make sure?
If we play like we did against Ipswich, we can beat anyone in the league because we were 2-1 off, only drew because of a goalkeeper mistake. If it weren't for that little bit at the end, we would have won that game. I'll do a draw. I'll say 2-2. 2-1 Pompey.
2-1, what we reckon, mate?
3-1 Pompey.
You don't have to stand in that position the whole time, but he's going for it. He's loving it. What do we think?
I think Raggett on his head.
I'll tell you what, let me go around here. Just because otherwise, we ain't got the badge in, have we?
Confident, I am.
I like your jumper.
Oh, I like yours as well.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's almost as if we planned it, you know what I mean?
What's your score today, mate?
4-0
He reckons 4-0, training well. What are you thinking?
I think we've all been a bit too negative for the past, so I think a 3-1. 4-1. 2-1. 2-1, Pompey win.
2-1 Pompey win. And what about you, mate?
I'm going to say 2-0, but it's going to be a really tough game.
I don't actually think he was born the last time we beat Charlton at Fratton Park in the league.
I don't think so either, no.
I might not have been.
No.
2005?
I wasn't born.
That's really scary.
Oh.
3-1 Pompey.
Take a 3-1. He still thinks we're going to concede because he's been here too many times.
Yeah, definitely recently as well, yeah. I'm going for 2-1, maybe 2-0.
Definitely 4-0. 1-0 Charlton.
What are you going to tell everyone at home? What's your score today?
4-0
And see, the last time we said that, Dad, it didn't quite end very well.
Did it? So I think we're going to go 2-1, aren't we?
We're going 2-1.
2-1. I think we'll
take
go
that.
1 down, if I'm honest with you. I think we'll go 1 down and I think we'll put it back.
Fleetwood away, lads.
Fleetwood away.
Oh, God, no, don't remind me. No, don't remind me. Ben, we're coming for you, mate.
I reckon Scarlett to score 1, Charlton to come back to 1-0, and then either the Pig or Bishop to score the winner.
We all know Charlton have a good record at Fratton Park as well, which isn't always great. But yeah, I think we've got enough sauce to do them. I think 4-4-2, Scarlett and Pig up front, Curtis is back in the side. There's positivity from me, I think.
These jeans were worn one time only this season, and it was when we lost 3-0 at Charlton. So we're going to do the reverse and win 3-0 against Charlton. You've heard it here first.
I think we're going to go 1-0 down, and then we're going to bring it back with Colby Bishop. Second half, Scarlett will score 2-1 and then make it 2-1.
I reckon another 2-2 today.
Oh, no.
Going 2-1 Pompey today.
Oh,
3-0
family dispute. Go up. Oh, God, don't say that. Don't say a 3-0 loss. That might be what the head's saying, but what's the heart saying?
3-0 loss.
4-0, yeah, we'll have some of that. Up the Blues.
Pompey desperately need a win. 2005, Reece, is a long time ago. You were a mascot, tell us.
I was a mascot that day, yes, and as I was getting changed just in the victory bar, actually, where we used to get changed for mascots, we scored, and I think it was after like 3 minutes, Yakubu or something like that scored, so I was really upset that I missed it. But yeah, that was the last time, obviously, we beat CHARLTON, obviously, down here at Fratton Park, and I'm never confident each season because of it. However, going off of Thursday's performance and the way that we obviously played, yes, all right, we threw away, obviously, two leads in the game, but they were seconds. They were always going to have possession, and I think it was just nice to see a different performance compared to what we're used to in the last couple of months.
Score?
I'm going 4-0 written all over it. Definitely.
That was amazing. You would have seen his eyes lit up and everything. That was brilliant. See you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night. We're live on 4-0 written all over its YouTube channel for our Monday special stream.
4-0 Monday live, but we'll take that.
Let's do it. Just
what time, Reece? What time are you going to be there?
Guess what? The time is, you haven't told me what time yet, so I'm going to have a guess at 7 o'clock. Hey, get in there.
The way we're playing, in the end I feel we got the goal. It might give us a bit of, but hopefully he's got them in there at half time and he's literally chastising them. They need it.
Well, we've noticed none of the subs have come out for warming up, have they?
They were out just before half time and warming up.
So that's got the hallmarks of a bit of a hairdryer.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we tripped over it.
Miscommunication, miscues, wayward passes. Not looking like a team that's playing to one common aim.
CHARLTON will score 2 goals and Portsmouth or Pompey will score 3.
Let me just do the maths on that one.
Absolutely atrocious, Tom. We're giving them too much space, letting them play with the football, we're not closing them down, we've got no movement. Actually, they don't know what they're doing. Their players do not know what to do with the ball. And that's just a shocking situation on the 1st of January. It's got to change, mate. It's got to change. Something's got to change. And I'm not joking, embarrassing. And Dan, sorry, mate, but Danny's got to sort it out. This needs a real sort out. Because we're not in danger of getting into the playoffs, we're in danger of getting into the relegation zone. Bang, bang.
Literally the worst possible way this half could have started. Cole was at right, Rico's on the pitch, and he's taken Piggott off, he's taken Scarlett off, he's taken Curtis off, he's gone for wholesale changes in an attacking sense. All of a sudden, Charlton getting behind, and it's just a poor defensive mistake from Baggett. It's a really poor ball, and now Pompey has to do it all over again. Off. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. It's probably just a case of damage limitation now, isn't it?
Your instinct should be saying, do you know what I mean?
Here it is, here it is. nobody evens the
This is probably one of the verdicts after a game that I least look forward to. There are no words for me. I am really struggling to formulate a sentence to describe what's happened, what's going on. It's important to take this in a little bit of context. It's currently 5:10, and I know that's quite drastic of me to say, but by the time you watch this, we could be in completely different circumstances, I think. And it's that sort of night where you stay by your phone and await news, perhaps. That's how I feel, because I haven't ever seen a reaction to a set of players and a manager and a management team, home supporters at Fratton Park in that way. It got close to it at MK Dons. It was incredibly vocal today. Fratton Park's never turned like that. I've never seen it like that. You might be able to tell me another time you can think of seeing it like that.
Many times. I've seen it many times.
In the last 20 years, I've never seen it turn like that. I genuinely haven't, and that's not me trying to big the situation up. That's not me trying to make it more watchable. That's just me being honest with you.
On a plus side, we were playing with 10 men for the last 25 minutes, and we scored an own goal, which made it 3-1. Otherwise, 2-1 wouldn't have been so bad, I think. Even if we'd won that game 3-2, which we never got.
You said at half-time it papers over the cracks if we won that game.
The cracks of what's going on out there. We're just devoid of ideas, and we're not closing teams down quickly enough, and we're not moving forward with any pace.
Is it a team not playing for the manager?
I don't know if it is or not. Or is it just... Yeah, but you've got 11 players there, professional players that should know how to play the game anyway. What we're giving players, what we're not good at, I think, is defensive methods. That's our biggest issue. We aren't good at that, Tom, and that costs you games, doesn't it? And goals change games, we know that.
I think although he scored the own goal in the dying embers, which pretty much summed up the day, I thought Owen Dale had a really good game. I thought Zach Swanson again continues to shine in a Pompey shirt.
Listen to the Charlton fans, and I've spoken to a few of them, they're all saying how poor they are. And if they are saying how poor they are, but they came here and beat us 3-1 and made us look second-rate in every department, let's face it.
I thought they were switched on, I thought they stayed on it. I think it could have been moments of lapse of concentration when you're in front of a really broken crowd, it's a really distorted atmosphere. I think they stayed driven, they stayed to the point, and they knew what the game idea was, and I think that's everything that Pompey weren't today.
Exactly. Charlton have put 6 passes this season, and each
Marlon Pack's been sent off in both games. I think
there we are. That's life. We've got to move on now. We've got an exciting trip to Tottenham.
A week's a long time in football, Andrew, and I think quite a lot could happen between now and then. I don't know. I know none more than you do at this moment in time. This may have changed, and I may be about to jump in at the end of the video and go, oh, look, sorry, that news is out of date now. You might doubt it, but there is no coming back from that. I'm sorry. I don't know how you come back from not just the football you've seen, but the reaction that came about because of the football. I don't think you can come back from that.
So the whole question mark is going to be whether Danny decides he's
whether he walks,
enough and he walks.
Whether he
walks.
walks.
That'll be the only solution if he wants to hold his head up high and walk away, and that's his choice.
Do you think he will?
I don't know. I don't know if he will or not. And we're at this point where I don't criticise managers generally, Tom. You know, but when you see what's been happening in the last 3 games, Exeter was better than this away. Ipswich was a bit better, and they're a good side. Charlton are a poor side, and they made us look second-rate, and that's what concerns me most. 9 points to play for over Christmas, and we got what? 2.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You probably don't need reminding by now, but it would be unprofessional and probably unhelpful for us to come on here and publicly call for a manager to get the sack. I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Well, we're not going to do that, are we? Because you don't see someone lose their job. But
I think
also 18,500 people don't want to watch that again.
I think at times you've got to read the room, haven't you? And I think this is one of those nights. And we thought that MK Dons would be defining. I think it has been for the wrong reasons. I really just don't see a way forward right now, if I'm brutally honest with you. And when your back's against the wall, you got 2 options, haven't you? You can either throw the towel in and decide, actually, my time's up and the game's up, or you can continue to fight until you're otherwise told not to. So I think that's a choice that presents itself this evening. And with that being said, that's where we're going to leave you. As I said, it may be a completely different circumstance by the time you end up seeing this.
And Tom, we're talking in this vein because we care so much about this football club, and that's why we feel so low about it. It's a sad day for that team. It's been a bad start to the new year. But the end
couldn't get much worse, could it?
At the end of the day, mate, it's a game of
football. At least the weather's nice.
Yeah. What you got to think about is life could be a lot worse. We could be living in the Ukraine. So it's a game of football. let's all try and think it, and put it behind us, and we move on. See what happens. See what happens next.
I'm sure we'll all be stayed very tightly tuned. We'll with any updates, should they come, which, you know, unlikely event perhaps, but should they come, we'll be right here on Fournilwritten all over it to chat, delve through and debate all the happenings. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next weekend for our visit to the capital. FA Cup action, Pompey away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which I was hoping I'd be a lot more excited for than I am right now, but there we go. We'll be there nonetheless, and we'll be bringing it to you here on Fournilwritten all over it. Thanks for joining us. Keep the faith. We'll see you next weekend, and play up Pompey.
Play up Pompey.
There's a team